Who's had a good day today? Good day? Good day? Everyone's hands are up? Oh, come on, put your hand up.
We beat the
devs.
Yeah. We beat the devs today.
Oh, yeah. Everybody in the same bucket.
DGM,
You probably should have replaced me, but it's fine.
James, what's the password for
You should have been
DGM?
on that team.
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's written in there.
Yeah, it's written out there.
Oh, it's cool. I got it.
Power, something.
I got it. We're good here.
Which is another good book.
Do you have like a crazy eidetic memory or something? Do you have one of those Sherlock style?
Just a regular eidetic memory.
No.
She like looks at things and she's like, "You're a painter. I can tell."
Okay, so we can go ahead and start introductions again. My name's James Smith from How to Be a Nerd. I'm going to be the GM for this evening. I'm also going to be participating, just in case people were wondering. I'm going to be the one that's going to be choosing the questions that people are going to be answering, and also reading off the icebreakers for who's going to verse who. So that's it for me.
Right, my name is Cody Lewis. Don't be surprised if I start talking in circles. That'll probably happen at some point. I don't have a lot else to say about who I am, really, but I hope that we have a fun day today.
Hello. My name's what? Who's? Oh no, he left. My name. I'm not sure how to. My name is J.R. Honeycutt. I'm gonna I'm gonna answer questions when it's time. Against somebody else, I think. Looking forward to this. Follow me on Twitter.
At the JR.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Do you just want to grab the mic?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Just pass this around.
Maybe. My name is Brian Neff, and I've. Whoop. Oh, are we good? Yeah. And I used to debate in college, so I'm gonna try and use the largest words possible to confuse everyone. Trichotomy.
I'm confused.
One of the best strategies I ever heard was, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit.
Yep. 100% correct. That is an accurate description of the debate. Literal. You're right.
My name is Lord Matt of House Rainwater, first of his name. Master debater.
My name's Maggie. I'm not going to say my last name because I think I want to be a school teacher someday, and I hear they're pretty selective in McKinney ISD.
No, don't say the area. delete.
I said a different area.
Right. Yeah, she meant McKinney in California.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I would just like to say thank you, everyone, for coming and playing this game of great debate. I am Dave Furgeson, the creator, publisher, designer, all those great titles today, and we're going to see how bad I am at my own game.
You get to vote on how bad you are at your own game.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jin Kim. I was invited to bring racial diversity to to this group, and I'm pretty sure I was invited on the assumption that Asians would be good at debating. So we'll see what happens.
You're already winning.
There's just no appropriate way.
My name is Clancy from How to Be a Nerd, and I don't know how to follow that. So
Clancy,
let's have some fun.
Asian?
You follow it by conceding.
You know, maybe like 1/100th. So, yeah, I guess that can be, yeah.
Maybe one number that is not factorable by 2. Excellent.
Do you want to give us a recap of how to play?
Yeah. Oh, Dave, teach us how to play.
Well, I don't know how to play.
This is a very, very quick game of how to play the great debate. What we'll do is we'll draw a card at the start of the round. At the top of the card, there is some form of icebreaker, and that will determine who your opponent is. Once that opponent has been decided, you will look at your card, and you will choose your side of the argument. You will then flip over your card, A or B, whichever side you've chosen, and the other person will flip over the opposite, so they'll flip over the B in this case. I will then give a 30-second explanation of why my side's correct. My opponent will go 30 seconds of why their side's correct, as I look in the camera. And then once then, everyone will vote on who had the better argument. Once that person has been determined, they will collect their card. Collect 3 cards, win the game. Very simple, very easy, lots of fun.
Hooray!
Wow. There you go. Let's get started.
Let me give it back to you. You might want your microphone. Yeah, because otherwise this guy might lose.
Great. Let's put it feedback over the table. Yeah, let's give as much feedback as possible.
I definitely do. Yeah, exactly. And we'll be using, and to make it even more fun today, we will actually be using cards from the new expansion as well.
Hooray!
Good. Which
expansion is this an exclusive?
This will be the 2015 expansion.
Good.
Is it entitled 2015 expansion?
2015 expansion.
Excellent. Something's called the Great Debate. Amazing arguments.
Maybe we can put the tagline.
I want the sports version of this so bad.
No one else does.
No, yeah.
That's a bad idea.
We've had this discussion.
And about the sports bar would be going through. Of course, you would like any MMA questions, so you know.
I don't even know. I don't even know what MMA means.
I can bullshit sport questions. See, there we go. Field goals and punches.
All right, everyone, how do you feel about field goals versus punches? Which is better, field goals or punches?
Field goals are worth.
Who's up first?
Field punches. So I have Cody up first, and since he's the one in the center, we'll have him go first. So read off whatever the icebreaker is.
All right. So last person to own a dog.
We own one currently.
Yeah, I just haven't died recently.
Wow. What?
Choose a new one. We need a new icebreaker. New icebreaker.
Just so everyone understands the context, I literally just lost my basset hound.
It was very sad. All right.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Our dog is alive.
That means I get to go. That's mine. I'm claiming it. Let's go.
Okay. This is it. We're doing this one.
For the honor of his
Oh, you're
life.
actually doing that one?
Yeah.
What is it?
All right. So who is the better sci-fi captain, Han Solo or Malcolm Reynolds?
This isn't fair. I think I have a little experience with this one. Or no, I have experience with...
Well,
yeah.
he gets to choose a side.
That's fine. Who's the better side here? Hold the periscope.
Also, chair. Yeah, pull the mic forward a little bit. Oh, here we go.
It doesn't matter what you choose. You'll be wrong.
I will be on the side of Malcolm Reynolds.
Malcolm Reynolds?
Yeah.
Of Firefly?
Of Firefly.
Of the TV show Firefly?
Yeah.
There were 14 episodes?
Not the bug, the show.
The show,
Just
gotcha.
in case you get
Yeah.
confused. And you are on the side of Han Solo.
That's fine. You have 8 seconds
That's
left.
Star Wars. All right.
All right, I'll go ahead and start the timer. I'll give a 5-second warning.
Okay.
Does he get to go first or last? Dave?
Does he choose, or?
Since he chose, he goes first. That's why you get the.
Excellent.
You get the rebuttal.
May God have mercy on your soul.
You're
All right,
a
tell me
rebut.
when you're ready to start.
All right, I'm ready. Malcolm Reynolds, the most beloved captain of everyone's favorite TV show that was canceled way too early. Malcolm Reynolds is not only better than Han Solo as a captain, but as a person. Malcolm Reynolds is a captain. He is not just a smuggler or a bounty hunter, but a captain. He leads his crew to, I guess, space victory. Is that a thing? That is an inappropriate gesture.
I'm going to give you 5 extra seconds for that distraction.
Thank you. Malcolm Reynolds not only knows how to lead, but he also knows how to be an important figure within the lives of his crew, and that is why I believe Malcolm Reynolds is the better captain above Han Solo.
All right.
He's a good captain.
Well, that was fun. Is it my turn?
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So if you're going to evaluate the worthiness of a captain, I think there are 3 things you've got to look at. First off is the general competency of the people that work underneath him. Second off is the number of chicks and how hot they are that he gets with, or dudes, or whatever. Third off is the number of things that he shoots out of the sky. All right? Fair? Right? Crew, chicks, stuff that he shoots out of the sky. Well, first off, Malcolm Reynolds, never gets with anybody, and he can't even tell Inara that he likes her or whatever, so that just doesn't work at all. Han Solo gets all the chicks that matter. Second off, Han Solo has a best friend
that was the 30 seconds.
That wasn't 30 seconds.
That was 30 seconds.
I reject it. Whoops. His was boring. Second off, Han Solo has a way better crew, right? He has Chewbacca. Chewbacca can do all sorts of stuff. If Han Solo wasn't a good captain, there wouldn't be any leadership there, right? Who is Malcolm's crew? Malcolm's crew is a doctor, right, who can't even talk about girls. He's got a chick who's crazy. He's got the other lady who just flies around on her own ship. That's dumb. And he's got a mechanic that can't fix anything on time, and his ship broke so badly that they canceled his show. Also, even though Firefly is a TV series, there are more hours of Han Solo on TV than there are of Firefly, which matters. And also, Han Solo...
Jared, you're done. If you continue, we're going to be here all night.
That's fine.
He got forever to talk about stuff.
You got 30 seconds.
I got 35 seconds because of an inappropriate gesture.
You got 37 seconds. And for the record, I could care less about this question. I don't like either one of these guys.
Yeah. All right. B-A?
Yeah. Yes. Which one's which?
I don't even... Whatever.
A.
Yes.
All right. I have no thoughts about this.
And vote.
I already put mine up.
Am I B or A?
All right.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys vote for B. B is ludicrous.
So
He
we
didn't make an
have-
argument. He didn't even say anything. You were like, well, he's a good captain because captaincy is important for him.
5 votes. 5 votes for B. 2 votes for A.
I at least laid down the general premise of my argument and then talked to it.
Someone needs to make JR stand up.
I thought that was good.
Whenever people are playing out, just put.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
God, why couldn't have been the card?
I know. Yeah. All right, and so basically, we're going to go. So now will be James.
Where's-
Will be your draw.
Where's the icebreaker?
That was me and Joey.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Did you win?
Should win. Did you win?
This way.
No, just questions.
No, it should be good.
Did you talk forever? Audience clearly hasn't.
Oh, it's not.
I didn't talk. I didn't talk. Really? You didn't even say anything.
Oh, jeez.
You were like Malcolm Reynolds.
Sorry.
In everyone's show. You stated a bunch of facts that were relevant.
The next one will be who has the most. So it will be.
Okay, so we had. So I have a list of stuff kind of going down. So next person we have up is Brian.
Oh, am I drawing a card?
Yep.
You're the one drawing, and I'll do the icebreaker as I go through my head. Whoever has the most keys on their key ring.
Oh, okay.
I've got 4.
Keys in their hearing. I have two.
Oh, I only have 4. Darn. We gave away all those apartment keys.
I guess I'll be me.
Yeah. Is that my point?
Yep. All right, so I guess it'll be me.
I'm also keeping track of points.
Fantastic. Glad someone is. And I'll resend that sheet apparently.
Am I against the esteemed Dave Furgeson?
He knows all the secret.
I know. This is intimidating.
Are we doing the cards for questions, or are we
Oh
doing?
no, I was just doing the cards. Go ahead and use the new stuff.
Oh.
Are we
But,
using
yeah,
this
we're
one?
new stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me one of those.
So, is it
I
better?
didn't like that card at all.
I'm sure I didn't like it either.
Is it better to hang out with A, the Easter Bunny, or B, Santa Claus? Okay, choosing B. And so we'll do.
Is this real Santa Claus and Easter Bunny or mall Santa Claus and Easter Bunny?
We'll let him determine.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready to go.
One clear answer.
Yeah.
All right, so I think the first thing to determine here is whether or not we're talking about mall Santa Claus or real Santa Claus. And so for the criteria of this argument, we're going to be talking about real Santa Claus. And so the reason real Santa Claus is going to be better than the Easter Bunny 100% of the time, and why you're going to vote for me instead of my opponent here, is because literally everything that the Easter Bunny can give you, Santa Claus can also give you. So if the Easter Bunny is going to give you chocolate, why is there chocolate? Why is there not chocolate in your stocking? That's because Santa Claus gives you the chocolate that is in your stocking. So hiding eggs, well, there's no reason that Santa Claus can't hide eggs inside your stocking. So Santa Claus gives you everything that the Easter Bunny can give you. Thank you. Done.
All right, so think you can step to that?
Well, I mean, he is a national debate champion, so we'll see. Yeah, so what we're going to say here is why the Easter Bunny is better to hang out with than Santa Claus. Well, one, the only time you could ever hang out with Santa Claus is one time a year, and you know what you're going to be doing that entire time? You're going to be delivering things with kids. That's it. Other times he's just stuck in his house doing nothing and making his slave elves do stuff, and that's what he would make you be doing if you're his friend. That's what you're doing. Now, yeah, I think I lost it there. Now, the Easter Bunny, he's cool. He's a bunny. He's going to hang out. You're going to do cool stuff. Yeah, and you're going to go, and I just totally ran. Yeah. And reverse mic drop on that. There you go.
Throw it in the air. Never comes back down.
Okay, so there are 2 votes for A, and the rest of them are B.
I'm voting for A.
Oh, we have 3 votes for A, and
I still got
B.
I am B.
5 votes for B.
So Santa Claus wins.
Santa Claus wins.
Santa Claus is super
Do I vote for the argument, or do I vote for which one I would choose?
argument.
That just means
Argument.
we're trying to find Cadbury eggs.
Oh, I totally lost that one.
Yeah. What? Cards?
I say you want it on the you want it on the elf
That was not even close
the
to
elf slaves.
120 words per minute.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Then, so whose draw would it be now?
it is me actually.
All right. You just use
Go for it.
the basic, and I'll get you a new list.
All right,
Or we can go with this one.
last. Oh, go ahead.
So who has the most tattoos?
Most tattoos.
Yeah, we're at a
None.
gaming club.
0.
Does anyone have
You're voting
1?
3. I was like,
That too.
really? Really? 0?
I
Everyone's
was
0?
hoping to want me to get the Legend of Zelda tramp stamp. So
Okay, so everyone's at 0.
So yeah, wow. So why don't you choose who you want to debate against? Actually, personally, I think we should do James versus Nancy. Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes.
Chelsea Nancy.
Because you know what? We have a better name. Chelsea and Nancy. There we go. Both. Clancy. Both good.
Okay. In that case, since I have like the list here of stuff I can see, I'll let you pick. So it's not biased towards me choosing what I like.
James is a savage cheater, so let's go with.
Everything about what you just did makes me look so happy that I didn't go to debate. No part of that was about the expression.
Go with. Did Apple ruin the music industry?
What?
Did Apple ruin the music industry?
A, yes, B, no.
A, yes, B, no. Your choice, James.
Okay.
How do you take it?
I don't even have an answer to this.
I don't know. Yeah.
This will be interesting. I'll choose the yes.
Okay.
So I'll choose the A.
You're A.
Okay, so you're going to be our timer?
Yes, I'll be your timer. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm winning.
And go. So Apple ruined the music industry because, you know, we can all admit Steve Jobs was kind of a dick. So why would anything that he makes, you know, somehow anyway contribute to the betterment of man, let alone the music industry? So crap, I got nothing after that one. Yeah, I don't own any Apple products, and there's a reason for that, because I think they're horrible, and there's no way in hell that they can actually make the music industry better because of that.
And time.
You may have just lost half your audience, James.
Yep.
So now I will inform you about why Apple maybe saved the music industry. So first think about iTunes, right? iTunes, that annoying program that I hate. However, you have to like buy your music through iTunes, right? Like it's really, well, maybe you can, you know, download it legally, but for the most part, they make it really easy to buy lots of music. And then you can just port it over to your Apple product, and since everyone, except for James, has an Apple product, suddenly everyone's paying for their music. And so therefore, the music industry is saved. Steve Jobs has, you know, basically funded millions of artists.
God rest his soul.
That was rough.
I vote for B.
Yeah, so that's mostly B.
Yeah.
The B's have
I
it.
think you should have said that Apple ruined the music
One of those
industry.
cards.
Waited for 28 seconds and said yes.
Dramatic effect.
Yep.
Grab one of those cards so you can keep track of how many y'all
If I
have.
say one word really quickly, am I talking at 120 words per minute?
Yeah, I know. It's like,
It's constant speed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, actually, the next on the list was Clancy. So
Do I go again, or do we
yeah, she gets
Yeah.
to go good because you never miss your draw. That's one of the rules
Right.
in the game. However, you can.
I missed my draw.
you cannot be challenged. You cannot be challenged twice in a row. Okay. I'm not going. It's what's the icebreaker?
Draw.
What's the icebreaker?
The icebreaker.
Okay.
I'm
The,
gonna
ice-
reset the file, apparently.
the icebreaker is someone I'm going to pick up. Last to drink a diet beverage.
Brian. Brian's the last to drink that beverage.
Yeah, this is a diet beverage.
For like 5 minutes. I bet I'm more addicted to it, though.
I don't know if that's true. I had a diet Red Bull this morning, and that's commitment.
Yeah. It's like good. Hey,
I haven't had it this week.
Yep. Yeah, David, now you're playing. Yep.
All right, what is our?
I know, I'm
Okay.
nervous.
Which trend would you rather have come back? 80s clothes or 80s hairstyles?
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's such an obvious answer.
Did I get to pick?
Yep.
Yeah, you're the house. Put your email address on.
Okay.
Which? I think B is hairstyles, A is clothes.
Yep.
So
Okay.
put one of those cards in front of y'all. And
Sure.
Hand me the other one.
Which side did you
Sure.
take?
I'll do.
Fashion question?
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. Do you think it's unfair to have her and have a fashion question?
Oh, no, I'm saying
I'm fine with it.
I'm not saying it's an unfair advantage.
not-
I'm
do you not
saying
see-
it's rigged.
Do you not see Brian's salmon?
I have no idea.
Brian is perfectly capable of this situation.
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'll do the.
Awesome, you sent it. That was really
We'll do the clothes.
You'll do close?
Okay, so Clancy's A.
All right. So the reason why 80s clothes should come back in style is mostly so that we can enjoy 80s movies without like having our eyes pop out because the clothing looks so horrendous. So you see, if it comes back into style, then we're watching those movies and it feels like they're modern again and we're just like all impressed. I think it really just widens the gamut of movies that you can enjoy because as everyone knows, you can't watch a movie while they're wearing terrible clothes. Like it just ruins the whole experience. I mean, that should be obvious.
5 seconds.
And that's it.
So the reason that I think 80s hairstyles should come back is A, hair metal. Hair metal needs to make a comeback because glam metal and hair metal is among the best music that humanity has ever created. And so we have to have some more of that, and that's only possible with the hair. The second reason is because of this beautiful visual aid that JR has provided for me. Look at that. Like, would you not immediately jump on that? I would, I know.
I don't think anyone can see that.
Well,
Imagine
the 80s hair.
Why did you jump on their head? Everyone Google 80s hairstyles. Images. You can see it too. I don't know.
Audience participating here.
Yeah.
All right, so
That was mine.
I was. Clancy, can you repeat your argument? I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it. Basically, enjoy the movies more.
Yeah.
80s movies.
all right, everyone vote.
Yep.
I'm gonna vote for.
So we have
For yourself or for her?
No, I'm just holding up who I am.
we have 5 B's and 1 A, or 2 A's.
Hair metal beats out 80s
Hair metal.
movies.
Yep.
I was born in the year of our Lord 1990.
I thought you were gonna say hair metal and glam metal were two of the best parts that are two best kinds of modified metal.
Yeah.
So you go with foot metal.
It's Mert. Yay. Are you gonna do the whole thing in the Batman voice?
F.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We can do dueling Batman voices.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Saturn.
I'm the knight.
Oh, I think we're going to have to do dueling Batmans on this one.
Oh god, that'd be so much fun.
So,
Going to do it? Go for it.
so which, JR? Let's do it.
Are we debating who's the better Batman?
Hold on.
Michael Keaton or Val Kilmer? There you go.
Wild card George Clooney.
The best Batman is and always will be George Clooney.
Okay, actually,
Batman.
Through Adam West.
better movie villain, Scarecrow or Mr. Freeze?
Oh god, I want this so bad.
Wait, which one's Mr. Freeze?
Let me have it.
We'll do Scarecrow as A, Mr. Freeze as B.
I want A, so no, I want B. Are you taking B?
I'm taking B.
No, no.
Mr. Freeze?
Can I agree with him? Can I agree with him? Trying to get you guys to vote for me. All right, I'll do Scarecrow. That's fine. Here I go.
All
You're
right,
up.
and whenever you're ready.
First, let me say nice to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you, I'm a big fan. Mr. Freeze is the best because he's Arnold Schwarzenegger and he does nothing but ice puns. They're really terrible.
You got 15
Nice
seconds.
to meet you.
Now you'll be on ice.
I don't want to give you a cold shoulder.
All right, guys. I'm Batman. But you can call me Bruce. Or whatever. I'm gonna try to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. It's nice to meet you. Did you hear it? Anyways, one time I punched Scarecrow, and he cried like a little girl. Also, that dude's really weird.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. I'm the knight. I've never killed anyone in my life, except for my parents. Because I'm a whiny little bastard.
Time.
I don't know how to respond to that.
That was an argument.
Which one was I? Was I B?
Oh my god, I'm
Or B?
lightheaded like I've been swimming.
You A or B?
I think I'm B.
I don't remember.
He's B.
I'm the Scarecrow.
Yeah, so that was overwhelmingly in favor of...
If I'd have known you were going to do an Arnold impersonation, I would have done Batman.
Well, I didn't know Mr. Freeze was
I
going
could
to
have
come
done
out. Take my card.
I could have done Jim Carrey. Oh, damn it. I want a question that I care about.
Kill you.
Give me a question that I care about, Dave. I care about many things.
I know, I'm sorry.
All right,
Sports. No,
Maggie.
there's other things besides sports.
Maggie, you're back up.
Sports and leisure.
It's called leisure for a reason.
Right.
Oh, you can't have sports and leisure.
Hammocks.
Or beanbags. Beanbags. What's on the bed? Like a human.
What?
Please don't put me up against Matt. He'll make me sleep on the couch tonight.
Or the hammock.
Or the beanbag. Right.
We don't have a hammock or a beanbag. Those things are the first to go.
To debate,
oh.
That's probably me being like that. That's ironic.
This is unfair. I'm up against the smart guy.
He's probably good at math. That's good racist.
I'm just kidding. I do not feel that Asian people are smarter than everyone else.
That's also racist.
I do.
Sorry, McKinney ISD. I guess I won't be teaching math.
That's not racist. That's just wrong.
Stereotypes are true. Except for the one about the small penis.
So we'll
You're
go.
not going to see my face, right?
Well, there is a camera right there.
Yep. We'll go with the more intellectual one, I guess.
I didn't know there was a camera here.
Better what's the better format? Paper book or ebook?
Which one's A and which one's B?
A is paper and
Can I have
B is
something a little more controversial?
Sure. So, do you want to go? Do you want to go a lot more controversial?
I like the one we have.
As long as it's not racially charged.
Okay. Would sex with Superman kill Lois Lane?
What? Yes.
No.
Wow.
It would be Batman.
You asked, he chose. I know. Yeah, I got nothing.
Right, so
I like your note here. It may not work in a debate class.
So you're going
So
yes?
A is yes and B is no. I'm gonna
A is
go
yes.
with yes.
Yes is A.
Yes, I do believe that ebooks are better than paperback. Because they are better for the environment. But yes, no, I think that probably sex with Superman would probably kill Lois Lane. You guys don't understand because you're a girl. But that shit hurts the first time. So unless she's gotten around, it probably would not be an optimum first time experience. And if it's his first time, then he's not going to have any idea what to do.
5 seconds left.
And he's just going to like ram it in there, and it's just going to end badly.
Time.
Damn.
Way to set the bar really, really high on that one.
High class. Up in this room.
So you're going to hear some wise words from an Asian. First of all, Superman can catch Lois Lane as she's falling from the speed of gravity and catch her like 5 feet before she hits the ground, which means Superman can decelerate at a speed at which his arms does not cut through Lois Lane. With that in mind, that means Superman can pull out his penis so fast that he does not actually go through Lois Lane when he shoots out semen at the speed of light. I'm just saying. So that means Superman could definitely have sex with Lois Lane without killing her.
Not if he's a virgin.
Time.
Nobody said the word kryptonite diaphragm.
Also, no one said the word Man of Steel.
All right.
That's
Maggie.
your job.
Still won't pick the next. That's right.
All right. A and B.
I'm B.
It's hard. You did say semen at the speed of light. Yeah. That's a plus. That's pretty good. Yeah.
1, 2. Has everyone voted?
What? I don't have cards. Who are you voting for?
Are you A or B?
Dude, that's your card on the table. Oh yeah. Hey.
All right. So it's 4 A's to 3 B's. So Maggie gets it.
That's really close. Which is the card that I win?
Just,
This
yeah,
one?
just grab one.
Which is it better to be, werewolf or vampire? Oh my, we do not have enough girls in the room for that conversation.
For which one?
Werewolf versus vampire.
Oh, it's basically just Team Edward versus Team Yellow.
I'm gonna go by Darkness rules.
All right, Dave, you're up.
All right.
Yes, these kids
I can
who
walk
are
this
super
way.
red
It was like
and
Twilight
blind
test
will work
screening.
on
Fantastic.
their
All right.
biological
Good movie.
reasons.
Good movie.
All right. And the icebreaker is last person to switch jobs.
A month ago.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did beat me.
Thanks, man.
Darn.
So me and Matt.
That's Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry about my argument to the previous question, sweetie. I feel like I've been a little insensitive.
Okay, we'll do Better series, Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings?
You know what your heart calls for.
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna do the opposite of what I believe in. So which is
A is Game of Thrones.
I'll give you Game of Thrones since you love it so much. I'm gonna give you Game of Thrones.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan
I will give him Game of Thrones because that's just how I roll sometimes.
All right. Ready whenever you are.
Lord of the Rings is way more better than Game of Thrones. You know why? Game of Thrones just kills every single character you even care about, and George R. R. Martin is not even gonna fix his is not even gonna finish his book. So you're gonna be sit there in limbo, and you're gonna have left a bunch of fanfic. Guess what? The Tolkien thing. It's all done. You have movies. You're all set. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about some slash fanfic that's gonna ruin you and your good stuff with J. R. R. Martin. Tolkien is the best. Way better.
I go?
Yep.
Who here likes boobs? How many boobs are in Lord of the Rings? 2. And Merry and Pippin don't count. Like, they're, like...
0.
There we go. Game of Thrones has more boobs per page than most, like, erotic fiction does. Therefore, Game of Thrones is better by the boob ratio.
Which is our dog's name.
Weird.
I don't even have 30 seconds. I'm done.
I didn't know we're using the Iowa basic standards of boobs. I didn't realize we're using that.
Those metric boobs?
Yeah.
I'm voting for B. Hold on. Which one were you?
I'm A.
I'm voting for A. A is boobs. A.
The term boob ratio is what.
The person who voted B was the only person who didn't raise their hand when he asked who likes boobs.
My other card.
You're up.
Thank you.
We should turn these into 40-minute rounds.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right.
That would take forever.
Lincoln Douglas style, or Lincoln Douglas. Who you going against?
Last person to have used a landline.
Oh God.
I used one this morning.
To do what?
To call
your landlord?
Call his lawyer. What are you talking about? You had to get out of jail. I had to get out of jail. No, I used the robot landline that I still use to pay phone.
What's
your name again?
Jin.
Jin.
Yeah. J-I-N.
Jin, you ready to get smoked?
Apparently, debate champion. My Asian benefits, racial bonuses.
Plus 2 int.
I'm not racist.
Plus 2 intelligence.
I'm not racist, just my parents are.
Okay. Let's go to the user ones. So, this one was submitted by our good friend Val. So, who has better hair, Donald Trump or Albert Einstein?
Oh my God.
Man, I'm going Albert Einstein's where it's at.
No. Oh, all right. Sick. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so I believe that intrinsically, the person who has better hair is also the better person, and Albert Einstein, like, overall, is just a way better person than Donald Trump, period. Also, have you seen the guy's hair? Like, he looks like his job. He looks like a scientist. His hair's like, wow. I think, so his hair basically fits his personality.
5 seconds.
Also, Donald Trump is a dick, so don't vote Brian.
Shots fired.
Yeah, that too. Hopefully this recording goes out in time.
You can get through this without saying he's probably a good person. I don't know. I assume.
All
right, so I want to point out two things before I get on to Donald Trump. One, just because they have good hair does not mean they're a good person. Two, voting for me does not mean you're voting for Donald Trump. Let's just get those things out of the air right now. So,
no, I'm going to say right now
Donald
that's
Trump
false.
has better hair because his hair doesn't exist. It can be whatever he wants. He has Play-Doh hair. So, does Donald Trump want a mohawk one day? Maybe. So every time you see Donald Trump, it's because he has to be business professional. But you don't know what Donald Trump does in his bedroom. And do you think he does not have some sort of hair attachment? Because you'd be wrong, thank you.
Oh god, clearly mohawk in the bedroom, right? Get drunk. I thought you should get like a... Oh my god. You wrecked Donald Trump in the bedroom. Alright, yeah. Mohawk mullet. I was thinking mullet in the bedroom, actually. Oh. Gross. Who's Donald Trump? I'm voting for
Oh.
He's Donald Trump.
JR, you were the tiebreaker.
I vote for B.
Alright, so it's 4...
No, which one was Brian?
A.
I vote for A.
Oh, god damn it!
I vote for Brian to vote for Donald Trump!
Way to be a swing state, JR.
Yeah, call me Iowa.
I also agree that
Good lord.
Yeah, that is his third.
I have 3.
Which is funny, because that put us through exactly one round.
Unintended consequences.
Yes.
Should I duck out?